Hi, everyone. So, this is another Rolling Stone list, the 50 greatest Canadian artists of all time, and I'll just let you know the ones I like or have heard of. And my girlfriend Molly, a couple days ago on my other main channel, Canadian Studmuffin, she had seen a video of this guy doing the top 10. And so I tried to guess what were the top 10 Canadian artists, and I got 5 out of the 10 right. But I haven't seen this whole list, so it'd be kind of fun to go through it and see if I agree or not, and if I've heard the artists. Here we go. Snow. I think he was kind of a one-hit wonder with, The Informer, or Informer. But that's about it for me. Martha and the Muffins, yep, from the 80s. Echo Beach was a very, very popular song. Terry Clark, I've heard of her, country singer. Oh, April Wine at 47. I think they should be higher. They were, and they had success worldwide, and they were big in Canada. They had a lot of Canadian songs on the radio. And sadly, Miles Goodwin passed away recently, but a very good band. I have not heard of this artist. Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah, they're one of those bands that people either love or dislike. I like them, so I guess I'm in between. And I know a lot of, not a lot, but quite a few fans are missing Stephen Page, who left them a few years back and just doing solo work. But still, very talented band. Death from Above, I've never heard of. Sum 41 I've heard of, unfortunately. Peaches, I probably have heard of her name, but Metric, I've heard of, haven't heard the music. Katie Lang, yeah, great talent. I even bought her albums back in the vinyl days. Yeah, great singer. Party Next Door, I have never heard of. DOA, yeah, punk band from Vancouver. Alicia Cara, never heard of. Broken Social Scene, I've heard of the name. I might have heard one or two songs. Nelly Furtado. She's kind of, I'm Like a Bird. That was kind of a nice song. But don't really hear about her too much these days. Now, Canadian bands I love, I don't think the Northern Pikes are going to be on the list, but they're one of my favorites. The Guess Who, April Wine, of course, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Rush, a few others. Anne Murray, yeah. Richie Houghton, never heard of. Oh, Plastic Man, I've heard of Plastic Man. Yeah, Loverboy. Turn Me Loose, Working for the Weekend. They had a lot of really good hit songs. I've heard Godspeed You, Black Emperor for one of the CD exchanges we did a year or two ago. It was different, but I liked it. Yeah, Brian Adams, and I respect him. Lots of great, radio hits and all that. I don't dislike really any of them, but I would never run out and buy a Brian Adams album. He's at number 30. Always, never heard of. Have you? Buffy St. Marie, yeah, there's been some controversy about her recently, which I won't get into. You can just Google it. Shawn Mendes, I've never heard of. I know. The Guess Who, yeah, at 26. They should be, I don't know. They would be in the top, should be in the top 10 at least. Japan Droids, I've never heard of. Sarah McLachlan, yeah. Another one that kind of you don't hear about as much the past few years. Yeah, I liked some of her songs. Destroyer, I don't know. Avril Lavigne, yeah. I live in Trenton, Ontario, Canada, and she was born in Napanee, Ontario, which is about 30 miles from here. And yeah, lots of success, but not my kind of music. Feist, I've heard of. Sloan, yeah. Sloan is a great band. I don't agree with them being above the Guess Who, though. But Sloan, lots of great songs. Hank Snow, I've been everywhere. Yeah, my dad had quite a few Hank Snow albums back in the 60s. I'm moving on. And yeah. The Tragically Hip, they should be in the top 5 for sure. The most Canadian band in the world. That's a good way to describe them. Of course, Justin Bieber. I could mock him and joke about him, but I don't like the music, but he's got talent. He's multi-talented. I've seen him drumming and playing hockey, basketball, and yeah, I've heard of them. New pornographers, I've heard of. I've heard of her. Tegan and Sarah, I've heard of. They're actually playing at the Empire Theatre here in Belleville, Ontario, very soon. Arcade Fire. Yeah, I used to be, I don't know, kind of a fan of them for 2 or 3 years, around the time of Funeral and a couple of their other albums, but I don't know. I kind of lost interest in them with their last couple of albums, but still a very good band. Yeah, the great Gordon Lightfoot, he should be in the top 10. And then the top 10 that like I said, I know of from doing the other video. Celine Dion. Sorry for laughing, just not my kind of music. Alison Morissette. I don't mind her. The Weeknd. Yeah, I did a full album reaction on Patreon just 1 week ago. I listened to the whole album and it was good. I mean, not one of my favorites, but I gave it a B, a solid B. Shania Twain. I like her songs. I would never buy her albums, but what is it? Still the One? That's probably my favorite of hers. The Band, of course. I love The Band. My favorite album of theirs is Cahoots. Drake, yeah, I'm not a fan of Drake. I've listened to some of his music. Leonard Cohen, yeah, the great Leonard Cohen at number 4. Number 3, of course, Rush. They would be, for me, they could be number 1. But I think I would go with the Guess Who for number 1 and then Rush at number 2. Look at those hosers. Number 2, yeah, I love Neil Young. I've told the story already somewhere, but there's my friend Glenn Kellaway from the basement who has a YouTube channel. We do videos together sometimes. He has a friend that runs a record store in Cobourg, Ontario, which is about 40 miles from here. And a couple of months ago, Neil Young walked into the record store. And yeah, had a talk with the record owner, and he said he was really nice. So number 1, yeah, the great Joni Mitchell. Cord and Spark is probably my favorite album of hers. Yeah. So I can't say, good or bad for the list because, like I said, some of these artists I haven't heard before. But some that, of course, nice to see on the list. But I feel some of them should be a little higher. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.